You're all familiar. Welcome back in the crib. Spartan Red, Brick Love. Thought I'd just crack off and start making this these live streams because I need to get this file sorted out, show the evidence, and then I can put the evidence where it needs to be in the bank. Yeah, I know I probably caught a lot of people on the hop. Not really doing live streams that much, especially on YouTube. But why not? I've got a lot of evidence to show. This is like a review of the first 3 months. Before I start, big shout out to all the Eagle Eye crew, everybody at Melton Red Brick University and Mountains of Red Brick Buildings. Love you guys immensely. All the admins, all the mods. Big shout out to all the MVPs, James, Dean, Mark, Knowledge, so many, Dervo C, Brent, all unsung heroes. And there's plenty of you. I mean, I could be shouting out people's names for hours. But you guys know who you are. You're all Eagle Eye crew. You're all blessed. We're all blessed. Everyone who's seeing what we're talking about and understand it, you're all blessed because everybody else is in darkness. Everybody else is in darkness. Nobody knows anything about what's going on in the real world. You know, it's all illusion, smoke and mirrors to keep you away from the X Factor event. That's what it is. This is why history has been fabricated, and I don't know. It's just, how you doing, James? Great to see you. I hope you've been enjoying the chill out zone yet. If you haven't been watching the chill out zone, past couple of weeks it's been on fire. The evidence has been on fire the last couple of weeks, especially. So it's all looking up, and as I keep saying to the MVPs, we're in a very good situation now because we never had this a year ago. We never had the base, the community. We didn't have a group. We didn't have a coherent stream that we could watch and look at evidence. And we certainly didn't have a place where we, could feel comfortable and have differing opinions, but still be adult about it and still, act like humans. You can have differences of opinion. You can hold other opinions, but you don't have to keep them. Whereas on other streams, you have to be following what's being said, or in other words, follow the leader. If you don't follow the leader, then you're in trouble. You get banned. It's not that way in the chill out zone. The chill out zone is for everybody. It's not elitist. It's not nowhere near that kind of thing. It's for everybody, whether you're into meltology a day or you've been a meltologist for years. So that's where we're different. We try and be inclusive of everybody. We try and nurture as many people as we can because they're the future, not me, not Fervent, not James. The new guys coming through. Big shout out to Alessandro, to Tobias, Cutty. Shout out to all you young up and coming guys. I mean, Joachim's still a young guy, so it's amazing that just because you're young, it doesn't mean to say you have to be stupid. Because Joachim's fairly young, and he is definitely not stupid. He is a sign of the times that things are changing in the youth for the better, I hope, because he's a very, very balanced, intelligent guy. So so a big shout out to all the Eagle Eye crew. I love you guys immensely because we do very long streams sometimes, and you guys always seem to be in there. You always seem to be in there. The early birds, Odin, and Eli. Hey, how you doing, Eli? I just shouted your name. Yes. So the early birds, you make it worthwhile me putting the stream up because I love it. I love you guys so much. You give up your time, you're dedicated, and your Eagle Eye crew, and that just always makes a difference. It's not like about preaching to the converted, but it's preaching to like-minded people. I said to Fervent last night, no one else is trying to build a community like the way that we are. and with the right foundations, love and caring and nurturing. So it makes it easy for new people to come in, and it's not so oppressive. It's a very, very humbling experience to go through shedding your previous programming and coming into new knowledge. Some people can do it with ease. Some people, it's very difficult. The institutionalized programming they've had from their education makes it very, very difficult to overcome. But it still can be done. Can be done. That's what we're here for. We should wake people up, get their eyes open, get their minds focused in the right way. Anyway, so this is just a little impromptu brick love in the crib with Spartan. Normally I'd be in my bed. I've been up early, just too excited about stuff. And also, if I get up early and do all the stuff that I need to, I could have a rest later on before Fervent comes on. If you're watching this, if you're hoo-ha, make sure you watch Fervent in the Melt tonight, 10:30, same time, same place. Also, Mark is doing his stream tomorrow, Red Brick Secrets. So make sure you tune in to watch them guys, give me loves and support. Before I go on any further, I just want to shout out. Do just a little bit of housekeeping. Normally I don't bother. I normally don't bother on the in the Brick Love in the house with Spartan, but I just want to make sure everybody understands that all the links that you need are in the description box to all the channels. Joachim's channel, Sheepu's channel, Deb, the Red Brick Chick, her channel. We've got Alchemist's channel. We've got Knowledge's channel. We've got our Melted Reality's channel, all in the description box. So. If you want alternative views on meltology and different look at it, different takes, those are the links you need to be going on and having a look at their stuff. It's not just a one-man, two-man show anymore. We're far bigger than that. It means I can get a bloody rest, which is what I need. A bloody good rest. And in fact, I need to come away from it for a while so I can start writing. And I know I've been talking about this for ages, but I've just not had no time. Because I need to write this book. So all the pictorial stuff is done. It's just writing the book, putting it in a framework. So the more people come on and want to do stuff on the channel and want to expose meltology, want to show who they are, because really it's showing about who you are. The pictures speak for themselves, and it's about what personality, how you animate those pictures. It's all about yourself. And I'm so glad we've got the MVPs, people to come in and show their evidence, do their research, because these are wonderful, wonderful guys, wonderful researchers. And it's much, much big love to James and to Mark and to Dean, my right-hand man, Dean. Couldn't do nothing without Dean. He's such a staunch supporter of meltology, and I love him to bits. He's my brother from another mother. Oh, Dino. Yeah, I love him. So it's fantastic to be in this situation where everything's evolving, everything's starting to grow. People are starting to come together and exchange your ideas. It's just the Chill Out Zone forum. This is what it's for. So we can picture out how else are we going to find the answers. It might not come from me. It might come from one of you who has a key component in meltology. So it's vitally important that we be inclusive of everybody. And again, I just want to shout out to all meltologists out there doing research, showing evidence. And I don't care if I've fallen out with you, and I don't care if we're not talking. I still respect the fact that you're out there doing the work. I still respect the fact that you're out there trying to spread truth, and it can only be applauded. Personal issues, that's a different thing. But as a meltologist myself and watching things grow, it's very, very pleasing to see the way things are starting to evolve. How certain people are starting to get into meltology now and start talking about it to their friends. So we're expecting a very big upswell soon. We're waiting on that watershed moment, as you might say. It might be evidence, it might be a certain person come in the group or come on the chat or come on the stream and it'll explode. It's due to explode. It's too big. It's too big and it's too controversial to be can't be stifled. This truth cannot be stifled or hushed up or stuck in the crazy column. No. This has got to come out, and it will come out. We'll keep pushing until it comes out. I'll keep putting up evidence until it comes out. I've been doing it for nearly 4 years now, and I will still be carrying on doing it in some way, shape, or form. James says meltology is a true science that will blow this whole scan that we are in wide open. It will also bring understanding and love up on this earth. Exactly. And Eli says, if they can grasp it, James. Yeah, exactly. You've got to be able to grasp it first. And the thing is about it, I'm always looking back into stuff that I've always looked at and thought the real big fundamental truths, are always simple. They're not these over-elaborated, blown out of proportion things, that science and academia want to involve you in. No. Real truths are just little simple concepts. And meltology is the same. It's a very simple concept. Once you removed your programming, it's very easy to understand what happens in this bloody realm. It's very, very easy to understand what's in the realm. The topography tells you that itself. When you look at it with a critical eye and analyze it properly, without looking for it with the lens of the programming you've been given, it's very easy to understand that this realm is just totally blown apart by this event. Hi, you Meltdown. How you doing? I'm doing an early morning gig here. I thought I'd come in and just do a quick live one on YouTube. I don't even normally go live on YouTube, but I thought I'll try it out today and see what happens. See who's alive this morning. Thankfully, there's a few of you alive. Because I didn't get to bed till about 2 o'clock after the stream last night, and I was up at 4 to 7. That's normally my way. I don't have big long sleeps. I have recharge. I recharge my soul. I'm not on the electric charge. I'm on the gas charge. It takes a while, but I've had a few hours sleep, and I just thought I'd come on and show a little bit more evidence out of those 2,000 pictures that I've got for the year so far, and that's not included what I've shown this week. That's not in there. So the evidence is abundant, as it should be, because the whole realm is melted. There's no getting away from it. There's no hiding the fact. It's just too obvious. Anyhow. I'm hoping that you can see this. Hang on a second, peeps. I just need to get my phone. 1 second. Yeah, so I was just getting my phone, and this is sort of like an early morning test run, really. Just trying it out, seeing how I feel about it, if it's conducive. Yeah, so it's been great the last couple of weeks on the stream. The guys have been immense. The Eli crew are always immense, and you know, it's always a pleasure to come in and put the evidence up. And, you know, family likes to be with family, doesn't it? So it's stress relief for me from the day, the crap that goes on in my life, which is why I'm always researching, because it takes me away from all the madness. It takes me away from all the crazies and all this madness that people want to call life that we live in. To me, we're in a war. It's not life; it's a war, and most people don't know and don't understand their enemy, but I do. And you can clearly see that the enemy is definitely trying to be. He's trying to lead the sheep to the slaughter. You know, sometimes people just walk into it. They just walk into it without even questioning nothing. They just follow the one in front, just like sheep. Always follow the one in front like sheep. They've got no idea that you know that this government that they love so much is only trying to kill them, only just trying to kill you, only trying to put your children in physical shackles, because you've been in mental shackles all your life. Now they want to make them physical. Free range slaves, who obviously the system they were trying to create has been created. So now the free range slave is now surplus to requirements. You get it? You get it now? The free range slave is surplus to requirements now, because they've built the system. They're going to replace you with this transhumanism shit. They're going to put robots in your place. You don't understand what these people are trying to do. They want a society where you don't get born unless it's for a job. That's how they want humanity. You don't get born unless it's for a job. So then they keep their numbers. They keep the numbers of the workforce down. No chance of rebelling against the power, is it? It's all been put out in books and films for the last 50 years. What they're trying to achieve. But let's say that you know, some of us don't want that. Some of us are trying hard and vehemently opposing this kind of regime. And then you have to say, what gives you the right to have this regime? Well, they back it up with force, don't they? They back it up with force. This is what it's all about. You can't make people do anything. You have to coerce them, or you have to force them, especially when it goes against their core beliefs. Most people know war is wrong. Most people know that killing children is wrong. Most people know that dropping bombs on innocent people is wrong, but it's still going on, and it's financed by you. It's financed by you. Your tax dollars. I've said this before. People who pay taxes, who pay the taxes, should be the ones deciding where the tax money gets spent, not the government. Because you can see what the government do with the money. They create these pseudo fake wars, both sides armed, and then they sit back and count the money. And then the innocent lives is the collateral. It's been going on for a long time. I'm just looking, this is the first time I've used this studio, and I can't see the share option to share the pictures. Exactly, meltdown. War is just another form of culling for the cold. Exactly. I mean, it's just a clandestine way of murdering people, isn't it? War is murder. Whichever side thinks it's right, it's always murder. And you know, the innocent people are always the ones that have to pay the price. These guys that are pushing wars, and they never send their children. They never send their relatives. They never go to the war zones. That's for the slave children to do. That's for us to do. That's not for them. They sit back and get rich whilst people die. I'm amazed that we're still allowing this to bloody well happen. That the few can manipulate the many this way, and so successfully. But they've been doing it for a long time with the different means of manipulation and brainwashing, i.e. the TV, newspapers, radio. They own all that shit, and they are pushing down this programming hard on people. And if you're let's say remedial in your thinking, then you'll fall for that shit. You'll fall for it every fucking time. Oh, we'll buy this, and then they start beating this nationalistic drum. We've got to get behind our nation. We've got to get behind our nation, and that's how they garner the public opinion to do these atrocities, to go to these places and kill innocent people. How dare they be pushing Ukraine on us when we've got to talk about Yemen, and we've been talking about Palestine for years and years and years. Why aren't the people standing with Palestine? Why aren't people talking about what's happening in Yemen? We've got something going on in China now as well. Why aren't people standing with people in Shanghai? It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You can't tell me who to support and who not to support. I support the innocents. I support innocent people, not these warmongers. Not who they tell you to like and who they tell you not to like. That's manipulation there. The brainwashing of the people. But as I say, they have to get public opinion, and when they have public opinion, then they go and do their atrocities. They won't do it without public opinion. So remember, every war, the two sides on every war, they're not diametrically opposed enemies. Sometimes they're the same set of people, as we see with Ukraine and with Russia. They're all those people that wear small hats. I would say, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Oh man. Yeah, meltdown. Everyday people are harming each other, and for what? Most times it's just for pieces of fiat paper, monopoly paper money, and that is a shame that you will kill your fellow being for a piece of paper. A piece of printed paper. This is the way that we are at the moment. We haven't gone beyond our base human selves, which is why the old world had it so well, because they obviously weren't into the divisions that we see in our civilization. These cultural divisions and race divisions and sexual divisions. Obviously, to build the realm that was here, everybody had to be doing on the same page. Everyone had to be on the same page, because you can't build this kind of complex computer grid when you're worrying about this guy might be gay, or this guy might be this, or this woman might be that. Those kind of issues could never have been here. It's all about harmony, peace, love, connecting with the source. Meltdown says, must get in touch with what you know is right in your heart and behave in line with that. Exactly. Your heart knows what you should be doing and not. And most people, their hearts have been removed. They're heartless. They're heartless, and they don't listen to their heart. Don't listen to your heart. Your heart is your guide to do things right. Do things right. Some of the things I see in this life is just appalling, absolutely appalling. And I think to myself, especially now with this younger generation, some of the things they do is absolutely appalling. When I was younger, I had a totally different outlook in life, totally different. I'm glad for my old school. I'm really not the way mum and dad brought me up. I came from a good family, and certain beliefs, certain morals, certain codes, and those have always served me well throughout my whole life. So, these youngsters, they like to mock old school, the old school, but old school, it certainly taught you how to live this life the right way, and how to help when help should be given, and how to send out love when you need to be sending it out. Not enough people love each other. That's the problem. Not enough love going around. It's very easy to go into that negative frequency these days, because everything's based around that in this society. It's all negative. It's all fear. Everything's fear and negativity. And I'm so glad I'm not into that. As such, I'm not into society as such in any shape or form. I interact with it just to keep my head above the waterline, and that's it. I don't like it. I never have done, and I never will. The system is evil, and it has to be removed. So when you remove something like this, you have to have a system that makes that old system antiquated and out of date. And as yet, we haven't got a cohesive force together to be able to challenge it and overthrow it. As much as there are as many truthers in the world, we're still not enough. Everybody's got to be on the same page if we want to change things. Because you remember what we're dealing with. Right? You can't come at this system with anger and violence, because they've geared up for that. They've been gearing up for that for a long time. And as I say, to get rid of this system, you have to come up with a system that makes the old system outdated. You have to do the non-compliance. You have to say the whole realm needs to say, this is enough. We're not going to work today. Sorry, we're not going to work for at least a week until these things change. When money streams are affected, that's when things change. It's not by people burning and looting and rioting. That doesn't change anything. It's when the money stream gets affected. When their money stream gets affected, that's when things will start changing. But for this to happen, you have to remove all of them. You can't leave one. All of them have got to go. All the institutions, all the politicians, all the crooked judiciary, all the elites, all the so-called royalty, all of that, all the hierarchy in the church and science, and all of that has to go. Because everything is totally infiltrated by the dark side. And I use that word. I use that word, dark side. Meltdown says, Spartan, do you have hope? I always live in hope. I always live in hope, because you never know. The human capacity for change can be quite stark at times. But I'm hoping that people don't have to suffer like they've suffered in years past to make this change, to make a change, to get rid of this system. You can't sit outside of society and not be disgusted by it. And I'm so glad I am outside of society. My hope is that the younger generation might switch on to the blatant, gross victimization of humanity, because that's all I can see. It's been victimized. You're talking about, oh, you're free. You're not free. You're not free. So we've never known freedom. We've never known real freedom. It's always at the behest of the masters. You can do this and you can do that, and you can't go. How can I be free if I can't walk down the street whatever time I want? How can I be free if I can't smoke what I want, when I want, where I want? I'm not free. I'm not free, and neither are you. And then now it's got to the stage where you can't even be outside of the system. They have to keep pulling you in. You can't be off grid. They have to keep pulling you in. They have to be getting involved in your life. They have to be making contracts with you all the fucking time. I've got the BBC wanting to come around and visit me about TV licenses and trying to get me into a contract. But I don't watch live TV. But yet they still want to come around and try and get me into a contract so that I give them money. But it's not happening. That's why I don't talk to the police. Not that I have anything to do with them, but I don't talk to them because they're another one always trying to get you into contracts. That's what it's about. Money, money, money. It's the experience of life. I've dealt with these people before and I know how to deal with them. So I'll wait for them to come to the door and they'll give them the big fuck you. You wasted your time, mate. Go bye-byes. Go and hassle someone else who hasn't got enough sense to understand that you're trying to get them into a contract. And as I say, why should I be paying these people money to finance paedophiles? Because that's what the BBC is, paedophile central. James says, to be truly free is to be truly honest with oneself, of course, in all situations. And also retaining that integrity, all the time. That's your level. That is the level that you have to be at. Not enough people have got the integrity. They might have it for 5 minutes, but it never lasts. And then the pressure of life as well. Always trying to make you be something else rather than your normal, natural self, what's inside of you. Because what's inside you is inherently good. But this system is always trying to make you do bad things. Oh man, yes, I will be doing some more of these, but I can't see the share option to fucking share the pictures, so I'll have to work on that, see what happens. See how I'll do that, and I will do another one. In fact, she says, watch Decode Your Reality. The realm is much more complicated as you think. Everything is predestined. Yeah, maybe. Don't forget, it's a even your shill Einstein said, everything is an illusion, all but a persistent one. We didn't make this place. We don't even know how we got to be in this place, and it's very disturbing that we don't know this information. This information has been removed from earlier generations. That nobody knows how we got here, and nobody knows why we're here. Yet we're all now shoehorned into this system where you have to work or validate your life by working. You can't not work in this system, otherwise you're a piece of shit. Well, you know what? I'm not working for you. Why should I work for you to reap all the profits of my hard work? No. But it is what it is. We're here. We're trying to figure out what went on in the past, because then that gives us a take on the future, because we see the results of the X Factor in what we're living in now. The inheritors of this realm, in my mind, are the bloodlines that caused this. They're the bloodlines that were here before, they were probably the saboteurs. I strongly suspect that this was maybe a sabotage event, but we shall see when more evidence comes to light. Let me just all remind you again, please watch In the Melt with Fervent Heat tonight, 10:30 p.m. UK. Fervent bringing the Wolverine tape to Meltology. Be interesting to see what he's saying tonight, what he's got tonight. And I will be jumping in on this stream. And I know a big shout out to Davros as well. Davros is back on the scene. Hopefully be in tonight and on either Dean's stream or Mark's stream or my stream on Thursday. So he will be back very, very soon, and I can't wait to see him. It's been a long, long time. So if you're watching Davros, pick yourself up, mate. Good that you're back on solid melted brick again. Because you can't say terra firma, you can't say your feet back on the ground when your feet are back on the ground, but the ground is, you know what it is. Oh man, I love you guys. I really do, really do. It makes one humble to know that I've inspired a few of you to go out and do stuff for yourself. I mean, Marcus Aurelius, Mr. Our Melted Rally, is a perfect example of that. He watched my videos, got interested, got the bug. Now, you know, he's been on the channel, he's been on the stream. He's got his own channel. He's now made his own Facebook group, Boots on the Ground. And it's great to see him thriving like this and putting out the evidence as hard as he always does. It's great to watch people grow and come to the fore. You know, I like to see that because sometimes, you know, you plant seeds and sometimes you never get to see the fruit of that. But I've been lucky and been blessed that I've seen the guys start, you know, really blossom. You know, from our first few streams and stuff. You know, I was a novice, and James was, and so was Mark, and so was Dean, and we've all seemed to blossom together. And you know, we're starting to really, really rock stream now. You know, how can we sit there and talk about mixology for 8 hours? But it was done. You know, the guys did it. You know, sooner or later, I won't be doing the stream anymore. I've alluded to this many a time, and it's the same with the group. I made sure it was up and running and going. It's now down for you guys to evolve it, and the same with the Chill Out Zone, our stream. I'm going to be taking more of a backseat director's role, and the guys are going to take over. You start seeing them do more and more streams. You know, we're hoping to have someone different every night. So, you know, we've got a few irons in the fire when it comes to who's going to come and do a stream. We're lining up stuff to help people get tech so that they can come on, which I'm really, really happy about. That's another thing that I'm happy. It shows our community spirit that we recognise that some people can't haven't got the tech to get on the stream, and yet we're going to start making donations to people to help them along their way to get their tech. And the first donation will be coming out, and the first person to be a recipient of a donation will be in the next couple of days. When we've done it, we'll give you a heads up and I'm sure the person won't mind, but we'll give you a heads up of when we've done it. But this is how we want to do. We want to support ourselves. No one else is going to support us. We have to support ourselves, which is another reason why we ask for the donations, because you know your $5, $10, $2, whatever, it all adds up, and then we can go out and do these things and give donations. There'll also be another raffle coming up. We're going to be doing baseball caps, sweat top, and long sleeves t-shirt and badges, I believe, something like that. So it's going to be a little package that you get, all Eagle Eye Crew logoed, of course, because we need to promote ourselves. Oh, look at Meltdown. She says, but we love you, Spartan. I love your presence. I like you front stage. Yeah, I know, but let me tell you something. In the very beginning, Meltdown, in the very beginning, I didn't even want to do a channel. I didn't even want to do a channel because I was just getting evidence and sending it to you know who in the beginning. And you know who just, you know, he kind of, oh, help me out, Spartan, help me out, do some videos, make some. I was, no, I don't want to do that. It's not me. And then it just kept going on, and then I made a video. And that's how it started. But I keep saying to the MVPs, my work really is done that I needed to do. It's done. I've got over nearly 500 videos and live streams on Odyssey, nearly. I would have thought, something like that. I keep making the occasional video. But it's now time for James and Mark and Dean and Knowledge and Deborah and Alchemist and Tobias. Those are the guys that are going to be running the stream. I'm going to be in the background. You'll see me jump on. You'll see me, Meltdown. You'll see me. But it'd be like you see me on Fervent Show and Mark Show, where I just jump in and out. Because I want other people to shine now. It's their time to shine. It's not my time to shine. I don't want to shine. I don't want to be in the light like that. I want to be behind the scenes, making sure everything runs all right and there's no problems. And don't get me wrong, I still do my chill out zone because I like showing the evidence. Like I can't sit on the evidence too long. I have to get it out. I'm very impatient. Like once I've got a lot of evidence, I've got to get it out. So you will see me in spits and spurts, but as you say, the front stage. I've had my moment of glory. I'm quite happy. I want other people to have their moments, and meltdown. You hiding behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz. Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz, yeah. Well, sometimes it's good. You get, and then you get a better perspective when you step back from stuff. And I just want us to have the best stream going. We've got the best evidence. We've got the best researchers, and sometimes, and I know this to be true. And I said this before, that when you try and hold on to stuff, it always seems to get away from you. You just hold on to stuff too tightly. No, I'm not holding on to the group too tightly. I'm not holding on to the stream. Give them away. Give them away, because at the end of the day, it's all about other people. It's not about me. And I've been very lucky to find the guys and the girls that we've got, ladies, girls and the men and ladies that we have in the EEC, and sorry about that. Yeah. I'm so glad we found it's very. I don't believe in coincidences, but the people that come in, they've just come in and just fitted in perfectly. We have had our upheavals, of course, as you've seen that yourselves. But on the whole, we've been very lucky with the people that have come in, and with the research that they do, the way they present the evidence is fantastic. And we know we've got more up and coming people to come through. We know that. We've seen the evidence in the groups, and Dino. This is Dino's job. He's the one who goes out and makes himself known, gets to know them, and gets them to come on the stream. That's all Dino's work. He's the fluff boy. Dino the fluffer. That's him. I say, have you been flirting again, Dino? You've been flirting. Actually, I'm going to be phoning him in a little while. Make sure he's up out of his bed. It's his day off, and he's not fucking laid in bed all day. He won't thank me. He won't thank me because he said I'm going to leave my messenger on, so that if you ring, it'll ring and I'll hear you. Oh, good. I'll get you up, mate. Don't worry. I'll get you up. Meltdown says, you're not deceiving us, though. No, of course not. I'm always up front. I may be standing behind the curtain, but I'm very transparent. If I feel that there's something that's going on and that you who should know, I'll tell you straight away. There's no problem with that. I'm one of you. I'm not no different from anybody else. I'm not putting myself above anybody else or below anyone else. We're all on the same level here, especially in the EEC and the chill out zone. We are all on the same level. It's just that, I was the one who put the stream together. That's all. It's the only difference between you and me. We're all metallurgists. We all can see the damage. We all know we're being lied to. We all know this place is a fuck up. We all know that it's a fucking covert war that we're in. Many people don't know that, but I know that. And we also know this it's happening because there's far too many remedial people allowing it to happen. And you know what I mean by remedial. It's always been the same with me. I just want to try to bring the evidence and bring understanding and bring a lot of love. I insist on a lot of love between the Eagle Eye group, in the Eagle Eye group. If you don't have love for your fellow human being, you can't really help them understand this kind of concept. So each one of you out there is important to me, and each one of you out there is valued, and your opinion is valued to me. And never forget that Spartan Red was always talking about love, love from the beginning, from the get-go. Not enough of it going around. And as I said, Meltdown, even though I might be behind the camera, I'm still around. I'll still be around in some shape or form, keeping my eye on the boys. I can't let them run too wild to start with, especially Dean. He's got some mad ideas, I'm telling you. They're all good ones, but we can't have a strike. We can't have a strike because he wants to start calling out people, and we can't do that at this point in time. They're looking for ways to shut down Meltology as it is, and we in the chill out zone are treading carefully like those mountain goats on those sheer cliffs, precariously poised, but still making it forward, still moving forward, still addressing the agenda, still pushing the boundaries, and still upsetting academia, putting them under pressure, because that's what is needed. They need to be put under pressure until they crack, until one of them breaks ranks and says, yes, it is all melted bricks, it is all melted buildings. Cheers says dumb people are more dangerous than criminals. Criminals are easy to isolate. Dumb people can be deceived, and when confronted with the truth, they're not able to recognize it, of course. And those are the ones who fight vehemently against truth, especially when they don't understand it. Totally right, Chair. Totally right. These the remedial mind is very difficult to deal with, because it could it always wants to draw back on its flawed programming. Right. Oh, I learned this. This was in the geology book. Or I saw this on TV and all this shit. Or using Bible scriptures as evidence. I had to throw someone out of the group for that. Yeah, put a picture up, and then he come with some verse out of the Bible, and I said, we don't do that here. And then he come with another Bible verse, and I said, listen, mate, you read the comment? I said, we don't do that here. And then he came with another one, and that was it. I didn't even reply. He was gone. You cannot use scripture as evidence of anything, because these books that you hold so dear have been written by the inverters, by the inheritors of this realm. So how can you put any stock or any faith in these kind of books? I don't. Anyone who does is going by faith, assumptions, hope. That's not evidence. That's not evidence. Can't use that as evidence. Assumptions and hopes and faith, no. That's cult business. Only the cults deal in that kind of shit, you know what I mean? And when I talk about cults, I'm talking about these religious ones, because all religions are cults. They're all cults. Fear this, or this will happen. I don't believe the forces like that. I don't believe the controlling forces like that. Fear this, do this, or this will happen to you. Be good, or you'll go to hell. Be bad. So be good, you go to heaven. Be bad, you go to hell. This is not how this system works. Exactly, James. The truth is inside of us. Always look in. Yes, exactly. You cannot take from outside to in. Everything has to come from inside to out. It's frequencies, inside to out. What you put out is what you'll get back. Which is why I always say keep on the love frequency. Keep on the love frequency. So it's you get that back in spades. You may not get it back that day, but you will get it back. Abides Legal 247 says, interesting time to be alive. I just got up this morning after a few hours siesta, and I thought, well, let's just have a quick hour doing a bit of an knowledge, doing a bit about knowledge now. Up at all mad hours, putting out streams. But I'm going to do a live webcam after I finish this video though. It'll be another about 45 minutes because I have to start breaking down that file with the 2,000 pictures. So I'm going to start on it today because I'm not. The stream's already up for tonight, and for Dino, so his stream's already up, and Mark's stream's already up for tomorrow. I've got evidence to show tonight and tomorrow, so I don't really have to do anything. So I thought, let me just have a little incommunicado with the Eagle Eye crew, see who's around. Because some of you are not around because of the time differences. I'll start the streams 10:30, as you know, and some of you are asleep, some of you are just waking up, and I just thought, let me just try and catch those that have been up a few hours already, and because my American fans are in their bed. So I know it's the European and the eastern side of the realm that are well into their day, and some are already into tomorrow. But you know how it is. Deborah, the red brick cheer. What are you saying, darling? What the Spartan for brekkie now? Spartan for design. I know, I'm putting it about. I know. It's fear-based. It will be the dark force behind it, says Meltdown. Of course, it always is. Yeah, 2 a.m. here, says Abides Legal. Deborah, the red brick cheer. Good day. Blessings. Yes. Yeah, she's wonderful. And, hopefully things run right. Deb's be on the stream very, very soon. Big shout out to Deborah, red brick chick. And I hope your mum's feeling better, Deborah. I hope everyone's feeling good. I hope everyone is feeling blessed. Nice sunny morning here in the UK. I've already been out and walked my dog. I've already been out and had a little run around in my car, like I like to do first thing in the morning because there's no traffic. Have a little run around the town, come back home. And it's going to be a great day. Whatever you do, I hope it's a great day. I might do another breakfast one tomorrow. You never know. I don't want to steal knowledge's thunder because he's always doing these early ones too. So, but it's not early for him because it's different time zone. See. Yeah, I do love you guys. You're a wonderful set of people. The Eagle Eye Crew is a wonderful set of people. It's a wonderful family. And it's great to be a part of this family. And watching you all grow and bring your evidence and, the comments and all knowledgeable, all down to earth, all acting like proper human beings. It's fantastic. And, Dino pointed it out to me, he goes, no one else is doing it the way that we're doing it, Spartan. Nobody else is having the kind of stream that we have where we're bringing different people on and, trying to encourage everybody to go out and look for the evidence themselves, which is another key component. We want you to go out. We want you to look in your hometown because that's where the evidence is, under your feet, right under your feet. Right under your feet. If I can go to my hometown, and I live just outside the town, it takes. If I walk it's 10 minutes. If I jump in the car, it's about 2 minutes to get to the town. Now, if I can do that, go to my local church and find all those melted bricks and all that, and just my hometown, anybody can do it. And my hometown looks new. When you look at some of the buildings, it looks new, but they've got heat damage. The floor, the roads in the old part of town are all cobbles. All up and down like this because of the melt underneath. The walls are leaning one way, damaged brick walls everywhere, popcorn bricks. I haven't finished uptown yet. There's certain places with these popcorn bricks that I've got to get to show you, and I will. But to see that, you're going to have to join Mark's group in the Boots on the Ground that he's just opened up on Facebook, because that's where my Boots on the Ground videos and pictures will be going into that group. So if you haven't joined Mark's group, Boots on the Ground, please do. If you haven't joined Melbourne Red Brick University, please do. If you haven't joined Melbourne Red Brick Buildings, please do. These are the EEC platforms. This is where you will see evidence like you've never seen before, and it's coming from all over the realm. It's not just what I see or what Fervent sees or what James sees or Mark sees. It's all over the realm. There's people all over the realm collecting and sending in evidence now, and I'm talking about high level evidence, and it has to be applauded. I do take my hat off to all researchers, all meltologists, all Eagle Eye crew everywhere, young ones, old ones, people who have been with us from the beginning, the people who just come in. It's all about throwing out the respect for you, because we're talking about you're using up your time, your precious time, to come and watch the streams, to research the evidence, and this is the real commodity in this place is your time, because you can't never get it back. Meltdown says, I'll choose not to do Facebook, sorry. Yeah, I don't do Facebook either, but I do understand the fact that it's an easy medium to use to put the group together. So I only use Facebook for the groups. I don't post any more into my timeline, my own timeline. I only post into to the two groups. That's it. It's only used for that. I don't really Facebook, mate. I don't do it either. It just makes everything easier with Messenger and stuff, Meltdown. So imagine I've got to send a link out for the show, and I've got maybe 10 links to send. I can do it in one hit if I use Messenger. So it has its uses, it has its purposes. I don't post pictures up at my dinner or tell people what I was doing last night at 3 o'clock in the morning. Not that I was doing anything, I was sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning. But people tend to put their whole lives on there, and they wonder why the government knows so much about me. I don't tell them shit. I don't tell them what I have for breakfast, where I'm going, who I'm with. No, none of that. I just don't post on that on the timeline. I just use it to post my evidence into the groups, and that's it. I don't trust them. James says, I love hanging out with the EEC, good bunch of people. Oh, bless you, James. Big Jimmy, it's great that we've got EEC soldiers like you, my friend, and Meltdown, and countless others. We know we're growing. We know we just want to have a very highly polished, finished product when it comes to the stream. We want to make it enjoyable for people to come in and sit in and watch and enjoy the show. This is why we do it the way we do it, and this is why I do it the way I do it. The other guys are going to do it their way, because I'll keep telling them, don't try and be Spartan Red. You can't. Be yourself, because when you're being yourself, you be the best of you. And that's what I want from people. I want to see the best from you if you come on the show. It's as simple as that. Anyway, this is Spartan Red. Going to sign off now. This little breakfast tete-a-tete is coming to an end. I need to go and have some breakfast myself, actually, and then I'm going to go and do the webcam watch along with that evidence. But thank you guys for watching. It's really just a test run to see how it goes. I may do more if I get some good feedback. And I will figure out how to get that evidence on the screen, because that is really perplexing me at the moment. But remember, we are the survivors of the survivors. Take care of yourselves and take care of one another. It's vitally, vitally important in these dark times. Be back again soon. Brick Love, Spartan Red, out.